Scenery, terrain, the often overlooked, unsexy counterparts to all of our exciting tanks, flyers, troops, all of that good stuff. Thankfully, in Legions Imperialis and Adeptus Titanicus, we've been blessed with some really nice terrain kits over the years. To road tiles, to the super modular building making kits. And today what I'm going to do is get out all of my LI terrain, lay it all out on my table and see just how much trouble I'm in with my painting progress, or lack thereof. Hello there, thanks so much for tuning in. So I'm Tim, this is my hobby space, and in this ongoing series I am taking out all of my entire Legions Imperialis collection, laying it out bare for you all to see and seeing exactly where I'm at with my progress. Taking stock of what I've got, where I'm at with exactly what I've finished, and understanding the scale of the mountain that I've got to climb to get the rest of what I've purchased finished. Last time round I took a look at the Titans and the Knights, and this time around it is the scenery and terrain's turn. I'll link the playlist for these 2026 mid-year state of my collection, state of play videos up in the top corner and also in the video description for you to check out. I've been very lucky with the LI building kits over the years. A long while ago I did find out that my local comic shop had one of the big sort of bundle sets of terrain that they did. It was a massive box that came with like spires, the buildings, everything, and they had one of those in stock and at a discounted price, so I just had to snap that one up. And then recently a friend at our LGS was looking to pass on the LI terrain that they'd accumulated and sort of half built and gathered over the years. They just didn't have the attention span and the focus for Legions Imperialis at the moment. We're looking at other games a bit too much, so I just wanted to pass that on. So of course I took that on, and then my collection effectively doubled overnight. It does mean that I have a ton of unfinished models now though. With my original set I did manage to get them built, primed, and a liberal splashing of contrast over the top of all of them, so they were all up to a relatively serviceable gameplay ready level. But these new ones are in varying states of work in progress, but to be fair it was only a couple of weeks ago that I did receive them. A lot of that time was trying to build this big road-spanning tower bridge monstrosity. Speaking of roads, I did recently just manage to pick up my first set of the 6 road tiles. They've been primed and I've started to paint the actual roadways, but as you can imagine I've been quite distracted recently, so that's as far as I've gotten. I did get the 2 elevated plaza tiles finished off in July, which was awesome. That was spurred on by making a tutorial video for you guys here on the channel. Maybe that is the tactic that I need to employ and turn everything into a challenge or a painting tutorial video, and that way I will be able to blitz through everything. So I've laid everything out and I can fill a 6x4 table super easily, no problem at all, barely an inconvenience. I have a long way to go until I can cover a 6x4 in road tiles though, but I knew that, and it's always going to be a slow grow ongoing project with those. But thankfully I have this wonderful battle mat that's Titanicus scale to use, and it's wonderful and does the job perfectly anyway. I'm really pleased that everything is at least built. There's nothing left in boxes, and that predominantly everything's at least primed. But I'd really love to have finished a lot more than I have, considering some things that I've had for many years now at this stage. But on the other hand, I'm quite glad that I haven't, because it's allowed me to spend the time to think it over, and with this new acquisition of more terrain kits, more buildings, I've come up with a plan. So what I've decided to do, rather than paint all of the buildings in this bone colour, is to almost colour code things by sector, how I envisage the sort of the town or the city that we're fighting in to be zoned and laid out. I've mocked up some paint schemes that I am now really happy with. My original bone scheme I'm going to use for the more administrative type buildings, the large grander ones, churches, cathedrals, the tower bridge, etc., that kind of stuff. Over the weekend just gone, I came up with this lovely deep rich red scheme, which I'm going to use for all of the industrial sector type buildings, the ones with all the pipe works on the side, that kind of thing. So that's going to be in with all the cranes and pipe works, and that sort of part of the kit is going to be in that lovely red. And I've decided to try out this white scheme for a lot of the smaller, more residential type buildings, all of those kind of like almost like personal dwelling buildings. I'm going to try to do that in this white and grey scheme and see how that works. Once it's all done, it should give the table some really nice variety to play over, so it's all not sort of homogeneous and uniform. And it should also help with some really nice theming of games potentially as well. Like we could be fighting over an industrial, like dockyard, shipyard, starship yard kind of thing, or an administrative centre of a city, or yeah, who knows, the possibilities are endless, but that's where I'm going with it in my head currently. So now we come to the part of the video where I have to decide what I'm going to pledge to get finished by the end of 2026 in 5 months' time. So I think I am going to aim to have a 4x4 gaming table fully painted and complete. I'm going to leave it open-ended though, whether that includes the road tiles or if it'll just be placed on my battle mat. Not sure if that's a cop-out or not, but you never know. But if I can have a 4x4 game of Adeptus Titanicus on a fully painted table at Christmas, then that will be mission accomplished. I'll be super chuffed with that. So don't forget that you can follow along with my day-to-day hobby progress over on my Instagram. I like to share stories over there, and I'm trying to get better at doing posts as well. You can also see those in the post section here on YouTube when I remember to share them here as well. If you haven't done so already, please do give the video a like. Check to see if you're subscribed to the channel. That would be absolutely awesome if you would like to subscribe to see more content. And if you feel that way inclined, please do drop a comment. Maybe you're working on some Legions Imperialis terrain, or you've got some cool colour schemes that you're working on. I'd love to hear all about it. I'll be back really soon with the next part of this 2026 mid-year hobby collection check-in progress video series that I'm creating. And what I'll do is I'll pop the playlist here for you so that you can check it out at your leisure. Happy hobbying everyone. Catch you real soon. Take care of yourselves. Cheers for watching.